Alright guys, today I will show you how to turn a smoke simulation that looks like this into one that looks more like this. And believe me or not, these two video clips use exactly the same simulation data, same resolution, same lighting, same properties, same everything, except a different material. And the setup is really easy, so let me show you how it's done. First we will need to create a smoke simulation. For that we will recycle our default cube and turn it into a quick smoke effect. Let's increase our domain size and move it up a little bit and reset the simulation data. And run the simulation once so we have some baked data to work with. Alright, this is looking kinda, ugly, but to prove my point I will use this as a baseline to create our shader and give this a much better look. So let's head into our shader editor. And the first thing we're gonna need is an attribute node. Type in density down below. Then we will need the best node, color ramp, of course, the invert node, and a math node. This is all the nodes that we're gonna need. The math node has to be set to multiply, and let's connect it up like this. This one goes here. This one goes into the multiply, invert, and then multiply the inverted color ramp with itself. I know, sounds kind of strange, and I'm not entirely sure what this is doing. So if you have any idea, please let me know. For us to see anything, we have to switch to render viewport anyway, using the Eevee renderer. And maybe let's lower the brightness of our world and turn off the floor so we can see things more clearly. Now let's connect it up. This output here has to go into the density input, and okay, doesn't look so great right now, but let's work on this. I think we need to multiply our final output a little bit more. No, what is happening? What? Density, oh my god, density. Crap. Okay, never mind this little mistake of mine. As you can see, this is our original and this is our improved version. Right now it's not looking so much different, but we have to use color ramp to make all the difference. By moving the slider up and down, as you can see, we can kind of catch the outline of this smoke simulation. But even there, with our improved shader, there are some artifacts and we can get rid of them by changing some render properties. For example, the volumetrics, tile size, decrease it. You can decrease it even further, or change the start and end value or the volumetric range. If we compare it with our original default material, we can see there's a great improvement. This one has much more detail compared to the really low resolution blocky smoke simulation right here. Getting this kind of result from this data is kind of mind-blowing to me. That being said, I'm very excited to show you what this effect is able to achieve with a high-resolution smoke simulation. So let's quickly create one. I will just change the resolution of our smoke domain to say something like 80, then take our cube here and give it a little animation. I will enable the keyframe thing here and run the timeline and move it up and down a little bit so it's not so static and boring. Perfect, and then let's just bake the simulation really quick. Oh, and don't forget to turn on initial velocity on the little cube. Alright, beautiful. Now let's take a look. This is the default setting. It's looking alright, not so blocky, but we can extract a lot more detail by using our new shader. So let's plug it in here and voila. Normally, to achieve this kind of wispy looking smoke, you would have to crank up your resolution divisions way up and wait a hell of a long time to bake. But this one baked in under a minute and the results are very beautiful. This is looking so much better than the original. Yeah, there's no detail here. And right there, a lot of detail. And we can play with the settings and use our color ramp to adjust the look and feel of our smoke simulation even after it has been baked. Also, another cool little trick is to plug this new shader of ours into the emission strength instead of the density. What this will do is kind of overlay our shader onto the original. And using this technique, we can also kind of fake a little fire simulation. For example, if we bring our both sliders more to the right, decrease the overall density right here, and make it orange, for example, it just picks up the denser parts and gives it this kind of fiery look. I really want to encourage you to just take your time with the shader, play around and have some fun. It is really satisfying to mess around with the sliders and the color ramps and everything. The results you can achieve are absolutely crazy. For the examples you see on screen right now, I provided the download links to the Blender files in the description below. And the final thing I want to show you guys is this stunningly beautiful space nebula. It has been created with the exact same technique as we just used for our tutorial. I have a color ramp, an invert node and a multiply node. And with the color ramp I am able to adjust the look and feel of this nebula really easily. And since this is an entirely procedural effect, I'm able to just offset the location and explore this infinite universe. Oh my god, I can do this for hours. If you're interested in making these nebulas on your own, you know what the subscribe button is for. Right now I'm working on a tutorial series on creating these nebulas and even animating them. Alright guys, this is all I have for you today. I hope you were able to learn a thing or two and that you enjoyed watching this video. If you think this video is also beneficial for other Blender users, please be sure to like and subscribe so the YouTube algorithm shows this video to a whole bunch of other users and they are able to improve their skills a little bit. Also feel free to check out the Twitter and the Instagram where I will be sharing some artworks, content drops and other videos. But anyways, I hope you have a great day and see you in the next one.